Hello, New Bedford. Welcome to another episode of Innovate and Educate. I'm Dr. Matthew X. Joseph, the Assistant Superintendent of Technology and Learning. And today, I want to share that we had an exciting week with the National Read Across America Week. I had a chance to read at Taylor and Swift. It was wonderful. So thank you for joining us as we celebrate Read Across America Week. This special week, which takes place from March 3rd to March 7th, is dedicated to promoting the love of reading and encouraging literacy for children of all ages. Reading is one of the most important skills a child can develop. It opens the doors to learning, to imagination, and future success. Today, I'm going to talk about why reading matters and how it impacts children's developments, and some practical tips to help families incorporate more reading into your daily routines. So, why does reading matter? Well, from the moment a child is born, reading plays a critical role in brain development. Research shows us that reading builds vocabulary and language skills. The more words children hear, the stronger their language skills become, helping them with communication, writing, and comprehension. Reading also enhances cognitive development. Books can help children develop critical thinking skills, problem-solving abilities, and creativity, and we've talked a lot about that here. Reading strengthens family members and children's bond. Reading together fosters a sense of closeness and an emotional security, making it a great way to unwind at the end of a day. And as we know, reading leads to academic success. Children who develop a love for reading at an early age perform better in school and have a higher level of confidence and curiosity. It also expands world views. Books expose children to different cultures, perspectives, and experiences, teaching them empathy, kindness, and understanding. So, with all of this information, here are ways that you can encourage reading at home. Maybe creating a reading-friendly environment at home, and it doesn't have to be a lot of extra work. So here's some easy and effective ways I want to share with you to encourage a love of reading. So how about make reading a daily habit? Even if it's just 10 to 15 minutes a day, that could make a huge difference. Read a bedtime story or a chapter from a book or even a recipe while maybe you are cooking together. And really, this is where the creativity comes into play. Let kids choose their books. When children have the freedom to pick books they enjoy, they're more likely to stay engaged and excited about reading. One that I really try to do is being a reading role model. Children imitate what they see. And if they see us reading, or siblings reading, or even a caregiver reading, they'll naturally want to pick up a book and try it too. Reading aloud, one of the things you can do is use expression. Reading brings out stories that you can bring to life. You can use different voices and tones, facial expressions to make reading time a fun and engaging time. And one thing that we often try to do here at school is ask questions about the book after you read it. Discuss the story, ask open-ended questions like, what do you think would happen next? Or how would you change the ending? One thing I know for sure what kids like is a cozy reading space, a familiar chair, or a pile of books that they can choose from. Good lighting can make reading feel like a special, enjoyable activity rather than a chore. Reading is a gift that lasts a lifetime. Whether you're reading a bedtime story to a toddler, helping a young reader sound out words, or discussing books with a teenager, every reading moment makes an impact. By incorporating small, meaningful reading habits into the daily life of our students, we can instill a love for reading and help our students build a strong foundation for success. So, let's celebrate Read Across America Week together. Pick up a book, set aside time to read with your child, and take part in reading festivities happening all around us in our schools and our community. And really, what book would you like to read this week? Make sure to take time for you as well. So thank you for being part of our school community, and happy reading to you. and see you next time on Innovate and Educate when I have Laura Garcia come in and talk about the importance of reading in the schools that she is a big part of. So thanks for joining us on this voyage of discovery. Keep exploring, and remember, every big idea starts with a splash and it ends making a whale of a difference.